Well, hey everybody, and welcome back to Vault Hunters. We are in the basement where we left off last episode, and we did quite a bit of work. We revamped our drawers, we put in some colossal chests, a lot of base organization, and upgrading our storage facility went into the last episode. We did take all of the drawers down from here and reorganize them, just expansion as we get into the mid-game. Now you will notice I did put this colossal chest in. We did a bunch of copper mining. I have copper actually being smelted as we speak. Got ourselves quite a bit of storage. These two colossal chests should take us a long time to fill. The next thing that I wanted to get into is power generation. We're working our way towards an applied energistics system so that we don't have to look in the chests and look for things like this. We don't have to look in our drawers going, where is all of my stuff? Nope, we can go to one central location, but to do that, we are going to need some sort of power generation, which I am going to unlock Powah. This is a mod that we used in the Cryptopolis pack. I used it in Skybees as well. It is a very, very powerful mod, and we're going to get into it as soon as I look at this transmog. It's like a gas mask? Hold on. Hold on. I mean, let's do this. You know, we haven't messed with these too much. It's not going to cost us too much. Let's see what a fully decked out Powah dude looks like. The back looks pretty cool. The front looks pretty cool. I like it. Now, anytime you need to do anything with a mod, you can type in @ and the mod in JEI, and it will bring up everything that is involved with that mod. We've been doing this many times. We did this with the colossal chests, and now we're going to do it with Powah. There is a book that we could craft. This guy right here requires a dielectric paste and a book. I don't really need this, but if you wanted to know more about the mod, read up on things like energy cells and the fernators and even the reactors, you can do that. We don't need that. What we need to do is we actually need to make some of this dielectric paste, and I have all the things in my inventory to actually make 8 stacks, because we're going to use quite a bit of this. We need to make ourselves the energizing orb, and we're going to need to make ourselves the energizing rod. Now, the energizing rod is then going to be upgraded into some more of this stuff. So this is the starter. We're going to go into the basic. Once we get to the basic, we're going to start energizing things using the energizing orb. Things like chromatic steel, Larimar, and Vault Essence to make energized steel and progress our way through. We're going to do the same thing and craft the starter magmator. Then we're going to go into the basic. Then we'll get into the energized, and hopefully we can even get as far as maybe the spirited. This is quite expensive. It depends on how much chromatic steel we have and how much I can make. So, first things first, let's get ourselves some tinted glass. We're going to need this dielectric rod, so we need Larimar, chromatic iron. We're going to need tinted glass. Do I have... I do have. Where are they? I know that they are. And I have glass in here. Yes. Perfect. Okay. So first things first, we're going to need to get ourselves a little bit of tinted glass. That was too much. We're going to need to get this. We're going to need to make this, actually. Let me grab some chromatic steel. And this is why we want to get this system up quickly. So the only thing I don't have is these dielectric rods. We'll go ahead and just make a couple of those because we're going to need to make this casing. So we'll make 2. Once again, we need to make some more of these. We're going to be using a lot of those, and there is our energizing orb. This room right here, I just dug out for us to do this stuff opposite of there. Eventually, I think we're going to fill this with machines. For now, however, we're going to place in this guy. That is our energizing orb. We actually might not place that there. I think this is going to be better to kind of sit in the middle here. This is where we'll place items. We can automate this if we want to, but for the time being, we need to start making a little bit of power. So since we've got this, we can go ahead and grab some magic silk. And I'm hoping I have all the things to make 2 of these basic capacitors. And then we need a bucket, which shouldn't be hard for us to do. And we should be able to make the basic magmator. Nice. And then the energizing orb, we need 2 more of these basic capacitors. We need a dielectric rod. We need more dielectric rods. And then we need another one of these dielectric casings, and then I need a piece of nether quartz. Ooh, is that something I actually don't have? I don't think I have much nether quartz. Nope. We are going to have to go to the nether. Oh, we made the energizing rod starter, and I think I'm going to go ahead and make some stuff here. Probably need to ditch a few things. And we're going to need to make some more of these bad boys. Another one of those. And we need some essence, vault essence. What can I get rid of? Oh. Throw the quartz in here for now. Can only make 1 because... There we go. And there we go. So that is the basic that we can make. The magmator is basically the same thing. We can do... two of these. Like that. Storming out. 2 of these capacitors. 1 of these guys right here. And there we go. That is the second magmator. Nice. Now, I believe these just need a lava. I might actually have to make the book. I think they just need a lava. So let's go grab a lava source. and see if I'm correct. I'm going to dump my water there. We'll go grab ourselves some lava. So it looks like we need to fill this with lava, and I forgot about that. I think we're going to end up having to potentially get into create. Yeah. Well, no. There's a couple of different things we could do. We could get into create and then have a pump. This guy right here, the mechanical pump, we could have this pumping into or out of a large lava pool. The only thing is getting that from the overworld, from the nether to the overworld. Because I don't believe we have like the ender tank. So the other way to do it is the magma crucible, which requires thermal expansion. We could pump in like netherrack, or we could pump in stone or cobblestone or anything like that. Netherrack would be extremely easy for us to pump into here, but for now, we can easily, this thing has got all of it, what we can stored, so we're going to just place this guy on here. It's going to drain the power out of here drastically, which is fine. We can keep filling this up with lava, and like I said, I want to get the energized steel. And what I want to do is unbookmark. Let's bookmark this guy, unbookmark this, and bookmark this. So we're going to need 4 for 2 capacitors. So I need 4 for this rod. I need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 9 energized of these, which means I need 3 batches. So we need 3 Larimar, 3 Vault Essence, and 3 chromatic steel. That is no big deal. I have these. Let's dump some of this stuff out of our inventory. Let's go ahead for now and dump the dielectric paste and whatnot out. I do want to pick my bucket of water back up. And I need 3 of those. Three of those. And 3 of these. So we should be able to now do this, this, and this. And there you go. Very quick. You saw it count, and now we have our energizing steel, which is really nice. Perfect. This thing's super fast, and this thing is not using a crazy amount of power. Unfortunately... Unfortunately, I think we're going to lose the power that was stored in here. And I think we're going to lose the... Well, we can bucket the lava out of the magmator. Now, the reason for us going through this and upgrading these to, like, their hardened variant, and then going to the blazing variant, and then, of course, going to the niotic, and then the spirited. We're not going to be able to get to the nitro because this requires expensive stuff, but I think the spirited is fine. This is a lot of stuff to make 3 spirited crystals, but it's going to be nice. The reason we're doing this is because we're going to be able to generate more power. Like, we've generated 90,000 RF, from a single bucket as opposed to, I think, 40,000 the last tier. So looking into this, for the energizing rod, we want to upgrade it as well because it's going to make things faster and easier for us going forward. We are going to need 2 more batches of energized steel first. And it's even faster than it was before, which is really nice. Now, we need these batches of energized steel because we have to make the blazing capacitor, which requires the hardened capacitor, which requires blah, 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 blah. As far as the blazing crystals go, we're going to need 2 blazing capacitors, so we're going to need 8 blazing crystals, and these only make 2 at a time. So, yeah, we need 4 blaze rods and 4 perfect Larimar just for that guy. We're going to need 8 more for here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. 21 sets of this. Yeah. And it looks like, unfortunately, I only have 13 blaze rods. So we're going to need to dump our inventory. Go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff for now. And I'm going to need to head back to the Nether, take on some blazes. Now, we should be able to automate this with hoppers. I have the blaze rods, I have the Larimar. Let's see if we can. I know we can automatically extract. I'll just take a gilded chest. I need another hopper. Should be no problem. Let's see here. If I do... No. Okay. We would need to do 2 hoppers going into here. Ooh, we need to make a little redstone. I know we can do this. Need some sticks. Some stone. Ooh, I need quartz. Let's see here. Should be just as easy to do a comparator. Grab a couple more things. There we go. Little automation here. We just need a comparator. This thing doesn't have any power. Where? How many sets have we done? 2? I'm probably going to end up eating up most of this lava. But we're getting there. Yeah, 48,000 FE, Forge Energy, to make 1 set of these, but The blazing crystals get taken out of here. These guys evenly distribute. The comparator just powers everything. When I did this, I put the blaze rods in here. One blaze rod went in here and just kind of stopped. It would not allow one of these, so I just had to click one in, and now it works. I should probably go get more lava. Now, looking ahead, I'm actually going to need to make more blazing crystals than I realized, because I do want to upgrade everything going forward. So the niotic capacitors are going to require the blazing capacitors. And then if we go to the spirited, which is where I want to get to, the spirited require the niotic, which requires the blazing, so on and so forth. Meaning I'm going to need to make some more energized steel as well. I'm probably going to need to make 8 more per set. So we need to make 16 more of this, which means I need 4 of everything. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. No big deal. And hopefully that'll be everything that we need moving forward. We have to let this guy kind of run its course before we can just start adding this stuff in manually. I did have to go get more blaze rods, which was no big deal. Now, of course, we can automate this even further if I wanted to. We could put more hoppers in here. You could put pipes. I remember doing this in Cryptopolis where we did have, you know, things like this where we needed 3 or 4 different items. I'm not going to do that because of how much we have to make. One thing that we potentially have to make are the energy... these guys right here, the energy cable. You know, we could probably start out with these. Their max input output is 500 FE, and even if we just upgraded them to the basic, that's 2000 FE a tick. We're not going to need that much, but it may be worth looking into Flux Networks. Ugh, that's expensive. Eventually we're going to want this. Flux Networks is a nice mod. Doesn't add a lot, but it adds these flux plugs, the flux points, and then of course all these different storage tanks. Adds in a couple of things in a configurator, but this makes us wirely, or allows us to wirely transfer power, as opposed to running cables, which we are going to run cables. Ooh, nice. This should be our last blazing recipe. Now, again, we're going to lose a little bit of power in here. In this guy, there's 41,000, but we generate a ton of power, as you see, so it's not a big deal. Upgrading these to the blazing is going to be quite a task, because we need all of the different things that we had in our inventory that I have since packed away, such as the, oh man, we need probably this, 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 that. And then this. Okay. This is just a bunch of microcrafts at this point. We need a block of quartz, which of course I didn't get. Easy enough. Block of quartz. We're then going to need this casing here, and we're going to need 2 of these, so we might as well make 2 sets of these different dielectric rods. then we might as well go ahead and make 2 of these because I made a mistake. And then we're going to need 4 of these blazing capacitors, which means we need 4 of these hardened capacitors, which we make 2 at a time. One, two, three, 4 should be what we need there. Like I said, it is just a bunch of microcrafts at this point. 4 of the basic guys, and then we should be able to make 2 of these, which makes 4 hardened capacitors, which will allow us to make 4 blazing capacitors, which now we can upgrade this. And we can upgrade this. Nice. What a process just to get to this. So, we're going to want to upgrade now. And we need the niotic capacitors, and we need some niotic crystals for this. This is going to be the same thing where we need 4 per capacitor, so we need 16 there, and we're going to need 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 to start. Then when we upgrade, we're going to need another capacitor for each one of these, so we need another 16, so that is 37 of these guys. Oh, so 37, that is 13, that's 14 crafts. We need 14 of these, 14 of these, and 14 of these. Roughly. Bunch of time, lava, and microcrafts later, we now have the energizing rod, niotic, and the magmator niotic. We're going to go one more step forward with these guys right here, which is going to, of course, require these spirited crystals. And we're going to need all of this. This is an expensive craft, and it costs 500,000 forge energy per. Once again, we're going to need 13 of these. We need 4. We need 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We need 21 spirited crystals, and of course these are made in these, so we're going to need 7 sets of this. I shouldn't need the tier below it because I have the niotic, I have the blazing, I have the energizing, all of this stuff. So we need 7 crafts of this. And the reason you want to upgrade as you go, creating these different things, is because this now can hold 1 million RF per tick. This thing generates 2,000 FE, and we can extract 8K at a time. I have a bunch of buckets on me here. I do like to throw this stuff in here so I can go to the nether. We are going to grab ourselves the buckets of lava and see if we can't craft what we need for these spirited crystals. And we're up to 90,000 FE per bucket of lava, which is pretty nice. Nice. So hopefully this is enough. It's not a big deal if it isn't, because we can always get more. This thing has its million, and now we're doing the internal buffer, which has 2 million FE per tick. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Now, what I want to do here is clear off my inventory so that we can have all of these different things. And it's going to tell you that needs 500,000. But it crafts so fast because we have the million stored, and we have a bunch stored in here. Now, there is not enough to do all these crafts. If we look at it, we have 5 more crafts. We have 890,000. I'm going to get 1 more craft out of this before I have to go get more lava. So I was able to do 3 sets, essentially, with a 390,000 buffer. We're just going to have to go get a little bit more, and that's not a big deal. Being that we spawned in a basalt delta, it's relatively easy for us to gain some surface lava. I've pretty much gutted the pit here, the little pits here, the little pits over there, and we will have to get ourselves more in the future. Well, quite a bit of grinding later, and we have the spirited magmator. We have the spirited energy, or energizing rod that holds 4 million FE. We did get this to 4 million, and we have a 1.8 million buffer in the magmator as it sits. Now, I was looking at modded ways of automating lava and did not think that we could probably use some fluid pipes with pointed dripstone. We can literally put this in the world and make automatic lava. We could make automatic lava in these 2 little cubbies right here, similar to what we did with the colossal chests, and then we could pump this around into the magmator and have an automated lava production that we never have to go anywhere. I mean, sometimes modded is not the answer, sometimes vanilla is the answer. Well, unfortunately, the pipes don't connect to the cauldron, and I don't know a better way to do this. I did try. I put the lava in there to see if I could connect these, but that didn't work. I did try putting the cauldron here and then just putting the lava in there and seeing if this would like extract the lava, but it doesn't look like it will. So we could still do the 5x5 here, but rather than an automatic into the magmator, we can just bucket it as needed. For now. I mean, it's going to work pretty good. I got it all set up. We had just enough pointed dripstone from when we went out over to the, there's a pointed dripstone cave, like, somewhere in this area. Anyway, we can grab the lava, we can run over here, we can put it in our magmator, and we're good to go. The last thing that I want to look at is something that kind of caught my eye, and that's this ender cell right here, this guy. We need to make these ender cores, which look pretty easy. It's perfect Larimar, basic capacitor, and a dielectric casing, and then these ender watchers, which are not too bad, and to be honest, we've already made all the stuff. I need the perfect Larimar, but other than that, we have everything. Should be able to just do a quick little craft like so. And that will get me these ender cores. Very, very nice. Barely used any power, and like I said, all we have to do now, instead of going to the nether, is we can just keep an eye on this guy, grab a bucket when the time comes, and bam. I did craft up some of these spirited crystals, and all we need is some obsidian, and I think that these ender cells are going to allow us to transfer power wirelessly? Question mark. Let's see here. This has 0 FE. Hmm. This is the ender cell. It's not what I wanted. The energy cell. There we go. That is starting to gather up some power. Ignore redstone. Okay, maybe we need some of these guys. Well, we did make the book because I was having difficulties figuring this out. Should have made some thermo generators, but the ender cell can transfer energy across a channel anywhere we want, as long as there's a valid capacity, and we shift clicked our energy cell that we made into here, so this thing now holds 413 million FE. We can actually break it and place it back down, and it retains the power that it had. So I'm going to place this thing down here. We're going to put the cable in between it so that it continues to get power. And then over here, you can see if we click on these channels, you know, channel 1 is the one that has all of our power. So if I were to put this here in an energizing rod, it's going to transfer the power. That is a really neat thing. I did make the spirited cables as well. They're really, really easy to make. We just had to make more spirited stuff, and we had to go down the line. And we make 12 at a time, which is really nice. So, what we have here is a good system ready to go for our AE2 when the time comes. I don't know why. These will not connect. Had to just place them and break them all. We're gaining lava quite a bit. We can easily come over here and just dump it in here. That is feeding this thing with more and more power. Very nicely. This is going to keep its 400 million. 3.5. Let's throw a little bit more in here. And you can see this goes up very nicely. I think we got ourselves a good little setup. I'm probably going to leave like 9 buckets in there, just in case. We'll have to go through here and find, yeah. If ever our storage system runs out of power, we can always just start it up once we get it going with a little bit of lava. Very nicely done. This ender cell is going to be utilized somewhere else, and for now, we're going to clean up the inventory, and we're going to dump a few things away that we don't need any longer. With that, I think we've gone on long enough. We did get ourselves some power. That little guy right there, all this work went into, and we kind of breezed over Powah. It is a very, very good mod, and like I showed, there are some better things we could have done. The thermo generators would have worked without us having to constantly feed this thing, but this thing is going to create enough power to where we don't ever, or I should say, we don't have to feed it very often. We can run some more vaults, we can get some more knowledge stars, and we can unlock thermal expansion. And once we unlock thermal expansion, what is it called? It's the magma crucible. This guy right here, we can make one of these, and we can feed this thing something like netherrack, I think, is going to be the easiest, and it will generate lava for us. I mean, we can set a drawer with 2,000 netherrack on it easily, and that's going to get us 200,000. Is that right? 2,000? 2 million? Hold on. We got to get the calculator out. It's too early for math. Yeah, that'd get us 2 million millibuckets, which one block is 1 bucket of lava. So really, it's going to be 2,000 buckets of lava times 90,000. That's how much RF it would make inside there. So we will be able to automate the process. But right now, this works out pretty good. There's many different things we can do going forward, but I like where we went. Next time, I do want to start looking at applied energistics. I've started bookmarking things, and some of these crafting recipes are expensive. I'm gonna have to make a couple of pogs, and I shouldn't have blown into my mic there. We're gonna have to make these cores, which are all kinds of things. We're gonna have to make the this guy right here. So we're going to need to get some more chromatic steel and things like that. I will be doing some crafting and of things as we progress between episodes, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was nice playing around with a mod pack and having all of the things that we need to get started. Hopefully we'll have all the things that we need to put a bus on that drawer controller there and a bus on that storage there, and we can see all of our things and we can move forward. By the time this video comes out, there has been an update to the pack. I have not updated yet because I heard there's some issues with the vaults. So for now, we're just going to stay on update 10 dot whatever, and we will update later on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and I will see you on the next one.